Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi folks, Toad Hancock's with Visordown.com, and we are here in some private woodland that somebody has let us come and have a play on. I've spent all day riding around on this little beastie, which is Oset's MX-10. So it may look like a kid's bike, but this is in fact an adult pit bike. You can even race them in the pit bike championships against 80cc petrol powered pit bikes. So enough of me waffling because I'm out of breath because I've been razzing around on this thing all day. So let's go and have a little look at some riding footage, shall we? So now you can see why I'm so out of breath, and it is this thing is a handful to ride. It looks really small, so it looks like you could just hop on it and just do anything on it, but it's completely the opposite. It's much more of a handful than the Oset 24 that we've also been reviewing recently. But it's so much fun. It makes you act like a complete idiot. You just want to go and just ride up anything and jump off anything. It's just such a laugh to ride. So I'll take you through some of the specs of the bike. So this got Oset's own motor and controller system, as well as their own 20 amp hour lithium battery. So it's all kind of designed to work together with this bike specifically. You can't use it on any other bike. So it's a 48 volt drive system. So it's a 48 volt motor, 1400 watts. It's a lot of power. I mean, I can't convert that into what it would be equivalent to as a petrol bike, but I'm guessing it races against 80cc bikes, so it's got to be somewhere around that mark. Top speed, I'm gauging it's probably about 35 or 40 miles an hour depending on your size, but this top speed is nothing to do with it. It's the way it accelerates. This thing just takes off. I mean, if you're not careful, you open the throttle, it will leave you on your arse lying on the floor, and the bike will be 30 yards down that way. So the price of this thing is £2,499. That sounds like a lot of money, but actually when you take into account that you've got almost zero servicing costs on this, the motor's only got one moving part, which is the rotor inside it. The batteries have got a 5-year warranty, although they will lose the amount that they can hold over time. So it's got a longer hydraulic brakes, which is straight off a Burley mountain bike. You've got proper upside down suspension, which you might need to service at some point, but it's going to last a while. Other than that, you've got no oil changes, you've got no carb rebuilds, you've got no checking the timing of it. You don't have to change your piston rings like you would on a two-stroke pit bike. Biggest advantage of all, it makes no noise whatsoever. They're not legal to ride on the road, they're not legal to ride on public ground and parks and fields and so on and so forth, and we can't condone that kind of activity, but people aren't going to get as pissed off as this as they are a 110 pit bike razzing around outside the back of their house. It's so polite and so quiet. It's just an absolute hoot to ride. As I said, it is a full-size adult bike, so this can take a maximum rider load of 90 kilograms, which I'm hoping I'm under that. And in terms of range, we're getting about 4 hours, I would say, and in those 4 hours I reckon you can probably cover about 10 miles depending on whether you pin it all the time or if you're going through some tracks or trails. But yeah, so much fun. So the final thing that I want to say is a big thank you to Oset Bikes for lending us the MX-10 and also the 24-hour racing that we've been reviewing. They're so much fun. Of all the bikes that I've ridden in all of my time doing this job, these electric bikes are the ones that I really don't want to give back because they are just such a laugh. So you can read the full review on Visordown.com.